How do you handle business success? Your business is growing. Sometimes it's faster than how you expected it to be growing. And also, there might just be unexpected turn of events, and you're like, okay, I really did not expect to be at this point so quickly, at this revenue mark so quickly, at this profitability level so quickly, at this bank account balance so quickly. How do you handle that? And it is interesting. Oh, as you join, please remember to state where you're from. And if you do have any questions or comments, please state it in the chat so I can respond for sure, and others can comment as always, and we can have a great conversation for the next few minutes. And even if you're watching the replay, do remember to state where you're from and any comments, questions that you may have. So it is quite interesting when I thought of, popping on to talk about this, because at times I talk to CEOs, business owners, and some persons will say, okay, I'm good. I'm okay where I'm at. I don't want to grow any further. I don't want to get bigger. And everyone has their reasons for this. However, I do know that business success can be overwhelming. It can be fearful. It can take you into paths you never dreamed you would be. And a lot of times the conversation will stem around how do you handle when your business is failing? So I wanted to put a different twist to it, discuss it in a different way. How do you handle when your business is successful, when you are growing faster than you expected, when you are not, you're saying, okay, I never expected to have this amount of money. What should I do? And this is a real issue, because I do know that a lot of business owners, CEOs, you do have this problem. And I'm not going to say it's a bad problem, or it might really be a problem. You do have this issue then, or this is happening to you, and what should you do? One of the first things I want you to think about when your business is successful is you want to ensure that you are in the right state of mind, that you are thinking about, nurturing your mind even to a greater level. Because when you have different problems, you need different thought processes. So if it's a problem when, okay, you're thinking how you're going to make the next payroll, or pay your bills, when you have a problem where you've paid all that and you have a surplus, that is a different issue. It takes a different type of process thought to really say, okay, what should you be doing at this point? So nurturing your mind is going to be very, very important. And depending on where you're at, your state of mind, your environment, you're going to need different types of support. Some persons, it could be reading certain books, and that's enough. Listening to podcasts, listening to other persons who have experienced this, or having even personal support like a coach or a consultant as well. But definitely remembering to nurture your mind, that is going to be very, very important. The other thing you want to do as your business is successful and becoming more successful, it's a very exciting time. And for sure, you want to ensure you are setting up systems and processes that are supporting the growth of your business. So, for example, when you just started out, you might have said, okay, I'll keep my records in a book. Some persons still use books, and nothing is wrong with that. However, you might just be having 2, 3 transactions. So you keep a track of everything that's happening in a book. You might have, just a few meetings a week, and you can keep a track of them in your notebook, or, on your phone. However, think of it now, if you are having 100 transactions per month, keeping them in your notebook is not going to be very efficient and effective. So now you have to think about, what system am I going to use to manage my meetings, to manage my team, to manage my transactions. So as your business, your company is growing, you now need to start thinking about, what are the processes, the systems that need to change, that I need to introduce in my business, in my company, to ensure that we are not gonna fail, to ensure that the growth is supported in the right, supported adequately, supported well. So definitely looking at the systems and the processes that you have. How do they need to be improved, enhanced? What do you need to do differently? The other thing you have to start thinking about as well is, what are you really going to be doing with this surplus that you have? Are you going to be, for example, investing? Are you going to just have a bank, like investment products, bonds, stocks? Or are you, for example, going to invest in another company? Are you going to expand donations, right? So the more successful you get and the more your business grows, you're going to have more ask. You're going to have more situations. Persons are going to approach you, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Can you take control of this? And sometimes there's that guilt trip if you say no. These are real issues. So you want to have a plan for what you are doing with the excess funds that you have, the excess resources. What are you going to do with it? Because if you don't have a plan, and persons might just, the requests keep coming in, and you are not prepared, or you don't have a plan, you can end up exhausting what you have, giving away even more than you planned for, more than you can afford. And then that's another issue. So business success is very exciting, and for sure it is something that it's not uncommon. However, you want to make sure you have a plan. And some person will say, I'm not there yet, I don't need to be concerned or think about it. However, as we know, preparation and planning is very important. Even if you're not at that stage yet, it's important to start thinking about it. What if this happened? What happens, right? So if you're already experiencing that, it can be overwhelming. It's exciting. There are so many mixed emotions. However, just thinking about these three issues, implementing these three issues we spoke about, ensuring your mind is nurtured, ensuring you are upgrading your systems, processes, ways of doing things. Are you going to do steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or can you jump to steps 1 to 5? Now, based on what's happening, do you need to introduce more steps in handling transactions and overall managing your business? And also, what is the plan for the increased resources? And it is important to think about it, to discuss. You might need to get other persons to help you to work through the process. You might say, I might need to talk to a financial planner to see what my options are. It's time to step up my tax game. I need tax planning now, definitely. I need to find ways to pay less taxes legally. So you want to definitely get that support and have these areas, these issues in addressed in your business as you are, becoming more and more successful, and your business is growing. It's exciting, and definitely think about what is it that you need to get done as you're successful. Don't forget, as I'm closing off, the importance of your mind, and because business success comes with there's some ugly sides to it, where you might have, and I say that kind of with caution, because sometimes you might end up losing friends, colleagues. There are certain relationships that might become more intense, and how do you handle those, right? Those are things you have to think about, work through. Again, you might need support to help you to manage certain relationships. They're taking turns you never expected they would turn. And these are just real issues that you have to think about it, and how best you will be addressing it. If you do have suggestions, or comments about this, how have you handled success in your business as you have grown? What is it that has worked for you? Do place those suggestions in the comment, because we're all here to support each other. So if you do have, you can say, this worked for me, this is my experience here, look out for this. Do state it in the comments so someone else can learn and can be encouraged by this, by your experience and your knowledge. Again, Do remember to share this video. Other persons will benefit from it as well. And until next time, signing off, and here's to the success of your business.